Hey, I'm Whitney Easton here. I am the author of the More Than Borderline blog with Healthy Place. And I thought I would hop on today and talk a little bit about the upside to living with borderline personality disorder. I know you might be thinking, wait, could there really be an upside to living with serious mental illness? And in my experience, there can be. The same things that can cause a lot of distress, I think, can also be channeled in a way that makes life really fruitful. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about what my experience has been. You might not think that this is new information, but turns out a lot of really talented, creative people are living with a serious mental illness. I know, mind-blowing, right? There are so many artists, writers, musicians, screenwriters. I can almost guarantee that something creative that you enjoy in your life, whether it's a TV show or a movie or a song or something you've read, was created by someone living with serious mental illness, and probably at some point somebody that was living with borderline personality disorder. We could do a whole other thing about people that have been speculated to have BPD, but suffice it to say, people living with borderline personality disorder can be really creative. I think it's why I am a writer. I think it's why I have all of these ideas constantly moving in my head. Now, they can kind of get derailed sometimes and maybe take sort of a paranoid twist and some fantasy and things that aren't real, but it also means that I have a lot going on in here and I have some pretty good ideas, I have to say. It's why probably this blog exists with a bunch of different writers who are living with different mental health conditions. So we're creative. We can also be extremely passionate people. So, that can be taken towards intensity and sort of negative intensity, but it also means that when put towards the right things, we're passionate people who are full of life. When people are with me, they know that I don't do things 20%. I do things with a lot of enthusiasm and excitement and joy. And some of that comes from, I've had some tough days, but it also means that sometimes I can really appreciate, just even the greenery outside and green trees and, beauty and nature around me because I've had tough days. I'm someone who, because of what I've gone through and because of having BPD, I just appreciate what's going on around me. So we can be passionate, we're creative. We can also be really loyal. Fear of abandonment, it can also turn to the other way, which means we're really loyal. And, if not checked, that might mean that we might be prone to staying in relationships that are perhaps codependent or unhealthy or destructive in some way, but it can also mean that we're extremely loyal friends, sisters, daughters, girlfriends, colleagues, that, when you earn our trust and we earn yours, you can have really beautiful friendships with us. I care so deeply about my friends. Sometimes I have a little bit of a guard up. At first, there's a hummingbird outside of my window. It's beautiful. So we can also be really loyal people. And the last thing I would say is that I have a rock solid spiritual foundation as a result of living with borderline personality disorder. I really believe that, I understand and I've come to peace and acceptance with why I have this diagnosis. And for me, that's a beautiful aspect of my life. And I know that looks different for all of us. I don't know if I didn't have borderline personality disorder, I don't know that I would have the spiritual connection that I have. And for that, I am very, very grateful. So read the rest of the blog. There'll be more in that, and tune in next time for More Than Borderline. Thank you.